Just hit a lick, and I'm about to shit, and I want it. Pick the baddest broad in the club and jump up on it, bone it. Send her home and on to the next. I'll snatch every piece of the pie. Tell these soft ass niggas don't try to step on my shoes. That's dangerous, dude. Will make me lose my cool and all my sins. So humanity, I have left in me. See, my life is bound to be one that can't be forgotten. Just keep watching. Word is destined not to be an underachiever. May I leave up this earth purposely.
Hi, I'm Ron.
I'm Trisha.
And welcome to Instructed Vision, where we have ordinary conversations with ordinary people about the things we want to know, we should know, and need to know. The world is constantly changing. Come get a point of view from our personal perspectives while shining light on reality and creating a neutral zone for those of you who wish to come and voice your opinions. Yeah.
What's up with you?
What it do? What it do?
What's up?
Oh, man, you know, so it's been a long week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For real.
I
God,
hope you
so
enjoyed your
much.
weekend.
I mean, you know, I'm still thinking it's the week. You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah,
the
week,
weekend and all. You know what I
weekend,
mean?
Week is only day 2
you know
of the
what,
week.
Man, I've been on a spiritual journey.
Okay.
You know what I mean? For real. And on this spiritual journey, it makes me feel lonely.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I'm understanding because I've been on this journey since like 2019.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? My heart was crushed in 2019. As a man, I admit it. You know what I mean? And I had to revamp myself. It's the best way I could put it and figure out who I am out here in this world. And so through this process, I started realizing that everything I need and want, I possessed in me. You know what I mean? And that's why I do a lot of that type of talk, you know what I mean? To anybody that want to know anything is we make our own decisions, and it starts with the thought. But yeah, I mean, this week, it's really been a different one, though. You know what I mean? It's building me to be a lot tougher, though, because I love me. You know what I mean?
You're supposed to, though. That's
doubt.
the main thing, you know. Sometimes when we're alone, that's when we really get to think about things on another aspect. You know, some people can't be alone by themselves.
I used to couldn't.
They can't stand it. Like,
For sure. I'm telling you.
but that's where you learn the most about yourself and, you know, the spiritual journey that you're going on. So
For sure.
yeah, hang in there.
How about you, though?
It'll pay off.
How was your
It'll pay off.
weekend?
It wasn't too bad. I enjoyed my weekend.
Oh, yeah? Okay. That's what's up.
Ready to start this work week.
Uh-oh. I ain't.
Man.
You know what? I actually been out of work, though, for real. You know what I mean? Since I closed all my companies down, I haven't really been, you know what I mean, trying to go out here and get back in the workforce. But I see why when people that retire decide to get back into the workforce, man, because it's boring.
Yeah, gives you something to do.
God, man,
yeah.
I'm a grown man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wanna be around people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
about?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah. Anyway, I've been you know what I mean, watching some videos. There's a movie coming out. It's called The American Social Magical Negro. You know what I mean?
I seen the trailer for it. It looked like
I watched the
it's
trailer
about to be
too.
good.
Yeah, man. You know, but I also watched a couple what you call it, where people talks about the reviews on it, right? And they really talking down on it, like, you know what I mean, not even giving it a chance to even get played first. I want to see what it's about, you know, really full context. You know what I mean? They send a little 30-second clip.
Yeah.
And really ain't really giving
We
them
might have to
enough.
watch that though and do a show on that.
Yeah, we
describing
should
it or
though.
whatever.
It should though.
Like, get
but
some different point
from
of
what I
views.
got from it, it's really trying to state how, you know what I mean, both parties, black and white, have to change up something about them to make the other person comfortable. So far, that's all I really got out of the little clip, right? You know, we get around. I'll give you a instance, right? I went to a bar over the weekend just by chance. You know what I mean? Wasn't that I was trying to go, but you know what I mean, I ended up going, and it was a lot of, you know what I mean, white people. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I'm a big dude. I could throw hands for about 5 minutes. After that, I'm jigging. You know what I'm talking about? I don't care, man. Somebody gotta go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm in there, and but you know, the reason why I said it like that is because I felt nervous. You know what I mean? I'm out of my norm. This is not
Yeah.
normal to me. You know what I mean? And I felt like everybody was watching me. Every time I turned my head, you know what I mean? Didn't stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to just focus on the reason why I came. You know what I mean? You know, watch this little show. You know what I mean? Shoot a little video because we want to definitely bring the singer on.
Yeah.
But I just felt nervous. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And but you know, it was something cool in there though. Came up to me, hi, you know what I mean?
Now I can admit too, coming from a family that is mainly white, whenever you are the only black person in the room, it do make you feel like a little uncomfortable.
Right.
Just because, you're like, dang, I'm the only black person here. Like, man, you be looking around like, hoping somebody black gonna walk in like, man, ain't knowing good well, like nobody else coming.
Ain't nobody else coming, man. Ain't nobody else coming. You can hang it up.
Yeah, but I can relate to that. It do make you feel a little off.
Right. And it wasn't like it was even threatening.
Yeah, it's
But
just
why
it's
is
just
that?
a little uncomfortable feeling, and it's just like you said, it's out of your normal. It's out of your something you normally wouldn't do. Normally if you go to a bar, we probably going to a bar where it's everybody. They got everybody
Mixed
up
in there, yes,
everything.
yeah,
Yeah. But you said you went and it was only you and one other race.
Oh my God. Oh my, yeah, man. But you know what's crazy is that we don't talk enough about DNA, right? And what our DNA structure and what it carries from billions of years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so why would I have a sense of uncomfortableness though? For real, I haven't ever been in a situation where when I'm around it makes me uncomfortable. You know what I mean? I haven't. So what in me made me feel like I need to be uncomfortable? But it's the same thing to say about white people. What's in them if they ain't never been in a situation around a bunch of black people and all of them act exactly the same and
They
it
gonna
offended
feel
them.
uncomfortable.
But what I'm saying is if they never been through that, what in them, in their DNA that made them feel like, oh God, I'm nervous around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Programming. We've been programmed to be this way towards each other. You know what I mean? When if we just lock fingers and become one race of people for real, because that's all it is really
Yeah.
only one race, and it's the
Absolutely.
human race.
Yeah.
To be real, y'all my brothers, like I'm y'all brother. You know what I mean? To be real, we let everything else in society separate us from that. You know what I mean? And so now we judgmental. You know what I mean? They devils, we gods, and when we all are, because all of us beings have the power to control everything around us.
Yeah, we do. We
know,
do.
but
And
that's
that
just
reminds
my
me when you said that though. I remember it's been a long time ago. I remember I had a job. I worked there for a week.
All right? Yeah.
But let me tell you why I worked there for a week though. So I was working this job or whatever, started this job, and the people that mainly worked there were Hispanic, right? Like, they were Hispanic. Most of them only spoke Spanish.
They
a
didn't
lot
think
of
you
them.
was Spanish?
Oh, they always think I'm Spanish,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I don't know, like I don't, yeah.
They come up to you, like, hola, mamacita. I don't know what you're saying.
But yeah,
no,
like
no
they
doubt, I'm
always
saying,
think
yeah,
I'm
no doubt.
Hispanic or
But
something.
go ahead,
though.
I'm sorry, cut you
But
off.
no, you fine. But yeah, so almost everybody in there spoke Spanish, and I was supposed to be doing like quality control, something like that. So how was I supposed to do my job if I couldn't even communicate? I had to go get somebody to translate. Like I can't. But I was so uncomfortable because when I went on break, it was just like, oh God, phones didn't have no signal, couldn't call nobody on the phone, couldn't. Like, I'm just sitting here like, man, I can't even talk to these people. Most of the time you can talk to them, you can relate to them, you can do whatever.
Right.
And I was just sitting here. I was so uncomfortable. I quit that job because I was just like, there's no way.
Right.
And that's why I told them I quit. I was like, there's no way for me to properly do my job if I can't effectively communicate with them. If I got to go find somebody and I can't find them, then how are we supposed to, But yeah, and I think too, it's like I didn't understand what they was talking about. I didn't know what was going on. That's the uncomfortableness
Right.
of it. It's it's just a different atmosphere that
Right.
you're in, and you don't understand what's going on.
For sure.
But yeah, I had to tell you that little story too, because I don't have plenty of experiences like that though.
I'm telling you, me too. Me too. I had some at GKN. Yeah, that only lasted a few weeks. That was it. I'm gone. You know what I mean? But On a job issue though, is they say that it's supposed to be so many jobs out here now, right?
Yeah.
But you do see them posting these jobs and listings of these jobs. But I've been running across a lot of like young guys out of school, done graduated, that can't find a job.
Yeah.
And most of them look like us. For a fact, you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna schedule up an interview, and I'm gonna bring two regular kids in, young men, because they graduated and they're out here trying to get into the workforce, and let them tell you all, explain to everyone out here what they're hearing from these companies that swear they hiring like crazy and in demand. I think this is a show. You know what I mean? For a fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna represent as someone out here trying to get into the workforce, and then I'm gonna start taking notes. I'm gonna do my own due diligence and see what I can't, you know what I mean, come up with. So when I had a conversation with them, to let them know if it's something they doing wrong, if they posture ain't right when they having meetings and whatever, interviews and how they verbiage is when they talking, you know. So, but I gotta find out, figure out what about them, because I don't want to seem like it's like they're not hiring Americans, but they bringing in all of these immigrants, taking over all these jobs that they swear they got.
And
you know
I seen a really good topic on that the other day. I can't remember. It was a company that they were putting on blast for doing that, where they were bringing people in, and the people that were working here, they were doing it because they were like, oh yeah, come work for us, because you know when these people come over here, you know, they have an idea of what it's supposed to be like here.
Right.
All this stuff that they feed them, you know. Oh, well, you can make good money. You can whatever. So when you come from a place where you're used to making a few dollars a day.
That's right, yeah.
To, oh, I'm going to pay you $12 an hour.
I'm running.
Yeah, they run it. But they not knowing on the other end that you can't make it off $12 an hour. In
Not
this,
here.
You know, yeah, no, you can't. You can't.
But they can. You know why? Because they're not going to get harassed if they got 20 people in the same house. So you just turn $12 into what, 100 and what? Well, more than that, over 200 and some change.
But that's a good point.
You know?
But I think too, though, that's because like even in their own country, that's how they have to live, because they don't have the means.
So imagine coming to America and doing the same thing.
Yeah.
For real. Just and stacking them $12 is up.
Yeah.
Everybody pitching in something every week for the rent due pound water. You know what I mean? They work and build cars out of nothing. You know what I mean? Until they can get them a big SUV, then we sit around wondering how they do that. Because they work together.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what happened. Right. You know, I also do consulting work for a local company, black-owned company at that, right? So we landed a new construction gig, right? But before we get this construction gig, it's through a church, right? So before we can even get paid, they want to interview the owner, right? So, you know, I'm going with them. I'm a consultant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I usually do the talking for them, get us gigs. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
get a percentage off of whatever, you know, the estimate is, right? So we sitting at this church, and everybody got the problem, you know what I mean? Well, what's this insurance? He got $1 million policy, something hurt, you know what I mean? It's going to get paid, it's going to get fixed regardless, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So what else you need? Show them the business information, everything, right? So, well, you know, how many guys you got on the job? You know what I mean? We got 8 people out there right now working, you know what I mean? Well, why you need half up front? Because y'all might try to burn out on us and do something crazy, but we also need materials and equipment. Wait a minute. So, and this is going, I mean, it's going in a church, church, a black church, right? So, when it was done, you know what I did? I sat there and I asked them, I said, look, how many contractors have y'all interrogated like this? You know, for real.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
For any construction job that needed to be done. You know what they said? None. I said, none? I said, you know what I just witnessed then? I just witnessed the curse of black people. Huh?
Yeah.
We got to go through the laundry cycle to even do some basics to help you.
Yeah.
Cheaper. Oh my God.
That's crazy though. Like all the
couldn't
places
believe
you
it.
thought you could always count on your community
couldn't
and
believe
at
it.
least your church.
Listen.
But that proves another point that people say too. It don't matter if they are church people. They still gonna look at you like,
Man,
look at them, like
oh
whatever.
my God, yo.
But how you gonna? That's crazy.
Listen.
Like
We know that this other company of others brought in an estimate just to paint these walls, right? They're gonna charge them $200,000. My man give them, the owner of the company that I consult for, like, yo, I'll do it for $16,000. And I'm gonna fix your steps, and I'm gonna put your wires back up. And
So
I'm
he
gonna
was
put your
looking
parts
out.
back.
he was
you know what
looking
I
out,
told him?
and they wouldn't even look out for him.
You know what I told them? I said, man, you know they don't appreciate that anyway, right? In the church, you know what they said? Boy, we could tell you kin to somebody around here. You know what I mean? What I supposed to do? Keep my mouth closed? I also told them, don't ever do that again. Don't ever, no. Look what you got to go through just to work with your
That's
own.
crazy.
That's the problem.
That is.
That nobody want to keep their money in-house. We rather spend it with everybody else that's going to dog you.
Yeah.
Who $200,000 to paint the room? But a man charges 16. I'm gonna paint the room. I'm gonna fix your ceiling. I'm gonna put your molding back up. I'm gonna make sure your wires is right.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me you gonna do all of that for 16? But they was gonna take 200,000
That's
just
the
to
crazy
paint?
part.
Not,
Just
none of
because.
that was it for me.
But that's another reason why, a lot of people talking about, oh, you need to be in a church. You need to be in a church. I don't need to be in no church. Because
You gotta play that game. You go to church.
But
For real.
that's what I'm getting ready to say. Like, they always want to paint a picture, but we will help you. Come to us first. We support our community. You support your community if it's a benefit for you.
Thank you.
But still, him giving him, look how much of a discount he was giving him.
He pulling up
And
floors
they-
and all.
Man, and then
He
they
pulling
were
up
still
floors and
trying
all.
to drag him.
He
Like,
pulling
this
up
man-
floors and all. He cutting out mildew. Why
Like,
is he doing?
he was looking
He is
out.
working with a $200,000 job.
Yeah,
you know
he
what I mean?
looking out. He really taking a loss.
Oh my! He did take a loss,
You
but they
know,
have to
like-
go through the process of explaining yourself, though. You know what I mean?
That's the crazy part. Oh, this is a black man. Oh, well, let's interrogate him. Like black people don't get interrogated enough.
Oh my God, man! But to do
Like-
it from the church, though.
But do we not always find ourselves trying to prove ourselves
Yeah.
some way or another? And
Yeah.
that's the crazy part.
But that's what the movie is talking about.
Yeah. It's like we got to go above and beyond to prove ourselves.
You better sit there with your hands in your lap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, he's slouching. He might be ready to do something. Because my body just tired of doing this. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
But that
It
is crazy,
man.
though.
It
The
is,
one
man.
place, though, that you think that you
Yo,
can turn to
we
to
do.
support you. Yeah.
We are.
If you
If
can't even
something
turn to the
happened-
church,
Oh, my
who
God.
can you turn to?
If something happened
The only
in
thing
America,
we can do is go turn to somebody else.
We got to. Ain't that where we get our groceries from? Huh? Ain't that where we got to get our materials to make our own
Yeah.
clothes from? We can't do nothing on our own.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But we just seen why. That was a prime example for me to say
Yeah.
what I just said. If we don't keep money in-house
Mm-hmm.
and work on building companies within our own communities, come on, this man was leaving. He did more than a lookout.
That's
what I
way,
mean?
yeah.
He did way
The-
more
the
than a lookout. This
the
man said,
difference-
"I do it for 200,000. I ain't doing no more than that." This man clinked the. They thought the basement was a
Man.
dirt ground. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually cemented. They done did it all. You mean to tell me you also did that too? You should have seen the pictures
That's crazy, though.
already. It looked like they remodeled it
Mm-hmm.
because that's what they doing. They remodeling it for nothing for them. And then you should have just paid all the way up front, everything.
Yeah, but
all the work that he doing,
and that's
you
what
know?
I don't think a lot of people understand. I don't know why they questioning that. Because if you would have went to the other companies, they probably would have asked you for more than half,
I'm trying to tell you.
and they would have really drug
Yeah,
you.
man.
You
Yeah,
know,
they did.
but that's a part of construction. You know, like anytime you have any kind of construction gig going on,
Right.
there's a payment that is due up front.
It
It's
is.
kind of like your deposit.
It is
on
a
the
deposit.
job because they want you to lock in with them, saying, okay, this is what we agreed to, and they need half their money up front.
I seen the contracts. For a fact, I made a delivery over the weekend of a contract to a company that actually didn't want to do it, but then it was another company going to charge them $100 and something thousand to
Yeah.
do the job.
And
Well,
it was-
this
yeah.
company was going to do it for $35.
That's
No,
crazy.
What?
Yeah.
What? And then once you get the contract, you didn't want to sign a contract. You was gonna let them do all the work and then be like, no, it ain't no contract, so I really ain't gotta pay you. That's how I took it. You know what I mean? So I gave them advice and like, don't even try to push for it. We'll keep going. You know, like we do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's the thing. If you ever
Yeah.
do any kind of business,
Yeah.
any kind of deal, any kind of negotiating,
Yeah.
you always got to have a contract.
Hey man,
period.
listen, I've learned a major lesson in life. I done been burnt before. I got burnt for 4,000, and I know y'all know this clown out there. And I hope if you ever run across this, I hope by the time I seen you that the universe have changed everything about me. Because if not, I'm gonna knock your gold teeth out. I promise you.
You
Okay.
behave.
So I had to say it though, because I wanted to see it, man. I'm dead serious, man. It's supposed to be, it's business though. Only reason why I ain't just go hunt them down, and because if it was still street stuff, then I gotta handle you like it was street. But it was business. It was. But he knew what he was doing when he done it, and didn't bring the contract with him. But was supposed to bring the contract back. Never done it, but I trusted him. You know what I mean? And that's my first. I had to pay to learn a business trait that I wasn't gonna learn in college. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I had to
absolutely.
live through it. I had to, you know what I mean, go through it. You know.
I feel ya.
But I don't wanna. You know what I mean? I wanna be on something totally different. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
For real, all
I feel
jokes
ya.
to the side. But I can't see them though
Absolutely.
without my money up front.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With some interest. You know, for real, all jokes to the side. But anyway, let me get out of that. Blood pressure girl go up. Yeah. Well, I hope everybody out there, you know, had a wonderful weekend as well. You know what I mean? It's always good to come in here and you know, talk with Miss Trisha, you know what I mean, and on this platform to give out information and our thoughts. And if anybody got any kind of questions, please chime in, share, like, subscribe. But another little word of advice for everyone today before we close out. Even though I just said what I just said, whatever you set your mind on, that's what's going to come into fruition. So that's why I began it of my rant with I hope by the time I see you, the universe has changed me totally. You know what I mean? Because if not, I'm taking the gold teeth out. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I just wanted to just explain. Hey, yo, everybody, keep your heads up, man. For real. No matter what, there is some of us out here that are still wishing for the best for our community. Believe that. And I'm going to do my part no matter what it is. Even if it ain't this right here, later on down the line, whatever it is, whatever it come down to, I'm a soldier for us. And I mean all Americans, you know what I mean? I do believe in America first. I really do. So, you know, I guess until the next time, hurrah.